What's up, everybody? Back again. Back playing more Final Fantasy 3. Up, everybody. Whoa. Back again. Feedback. Fucking loud as shit. Tonight we're gonna try to move on through some of this main scenario. Hopefully that's possible. Damn, I got volume just fucked up everywhere tonight. Okay. Now we're gonna get it going. Here we go. Last night I really didn't accomplish anything on here, just did a load of grinding. So hopefully tonight I can make up for that. I don't know what is up with this camera right now. That's a little bit better. Check everybody's health. Just gonna dive straight forward right into it. Everything's looking pretty sufficient for now. Hopefully everybody's a high enough level. I'm not really sure what they should be. Something tells me they're still low. But we are going to give it a try. I'm definitely feeling a little bit more energized than I did earlier. Still feeling under the weather. But it's not going to stop me from getting my stream on. I'm super stoked to dive back into Final Fantasy 14 tonight. Even though I'm going to have to do some grinding on there as well. What is up? I wish I could read your name. Hope you're having a awesome weekend. I'll finally have a day off of work tomorrow. So hopefully I'll have one too. All the health is looking decent. Somehow. Until now, when Art just gets pummeled, this character gets to go twice. At least I get a little bit extra experience bonus going my way back through here. Actually made my way through here last night once already. Picking on my characters. Oh shit, I got that backwards. Yes, hopefully tonight is a good night. I'm not really sure what's ahead at all. I'm nervous. I hate it when you get to one of those points on the game that's just something you gotta try over and over. Trial and error. Test different strategies. There's a part of me that loves it, but with the live stream, try to make it a little bit more interesting than that. Equip weapons on both hands. I would, but that totally destroys defense, and I'm a defense junkie. I wish that the red mage actually had more defense, to be honest with you. Rifia's got weapons on both hands. really only attack an arc here. I really like the layout of this area. A little moving eye over there is just creepy. Imagine if we got all the games we wanted to have 3D. Well, I say 3D, just full remasters. It would be amazing. I could tell this game had to be a lot easier than its original. I could only imagine how great it would be if it were 1080p, 60 frames per second. Be amazing. Didn't think she would get that off first. Arifia. So unpredictable. Super excited to dive back into Final Fantasy XIV though. I've just been reading so much. Actually, I was reading and got an update on Twitter for the people in North America. Well, I say North America, I don't know if it's exclusively here actually, but GameStop is actually doing something promotional with the Power Up Rewards points, where you can basically join a raffle to get 2 full paid trips to Japan for 2 days to go see, I believe it is a live presentation from the music of Final Fantasy XIV. That sounds amazing. Better not. Loads of cool stuff there. And it's really not too expensive with your power-up rewards either. It's only 200 to get 1 ticket in. I think it is 1,000 to get 7 in, and then 2,000 to get 15 in. So it's really not a bad go around. And you can enter multiple raffles. So you can really just spend those points if you want. Hopefully, there's nothing crazy that goes down with Steam tonight either, like with the Doga and Dune fight. If we have an update tonight and it kills my game, I'll freak out. Not literally, but up here. That was such a bummer. But hey, we got through it at least, but took a lot of determination. Trying to save as much as the magic as I can for anything upcoming. I don't really know what to expect. Been just relying mainly on the melee damage. What is up, G? Glad to see you can make it. How are you doing, G? Oh shit. Definitely not gonna have a good outcome if I push multiple buttons here. I hate that you run into these. Mainly only because I feel like it's cool that you can use raise on him and kill him one hit. But it's also unnerving to know you have to waste a raise just to attack this thing. They're so precious. So precious, especially with not being able to get mini Phoenix down throughout this game. That raise is essential to survival. Wrong way. Unai. Sounds fun, G. Sounds fun. I mean, for you anyway. Hopefully, you're doing good. Oh shit. Killed her a little bit faster than I thought we would. It's actually a good thing. This music, it's just so peaceful for such a crazy looking place. It's like a dungeon surrounded by lava with moving sigils all over the place. I'm gonna keep bumping this thing and I'm gonna blow it like the last one. Luckily with this headset and mic, the mic itself is just replaceable. Unlike the cheap one I originally started off with. It wasn't bad, it was just a little outdated, I guess. And it was cheap, I only paid like $8 for it. Way back when. Just wanted to do slow upgrades. There I go again. There I go again. My biggest concern and wonder right now is, will I have one more save before I get inside of the crystal tower? I know it has to come. But what I don't know is, again, will I get to save? I've saved a lot of items just in case things do get pretty tiresome. But the items alone are slow. It's not as fast as magic or as useful. Maybe Soul Eater will do some pretty hardcore damage. Part of me has been tempted to make Ingus here a ninja. It's just so far into the game I hate to change any classes anymore. It's really odd that you get those last classes so late in the game. You'd really have to spam to get those up there. Which, believe me, my second playthrough of this is going to be very different. I'm going to be diving it into a lot of nooks and crannies I didn't uncover. Look under a lot of rocks that just never got turned. Definitely plan to just overall get some new layout of this land. Oh, am I going backwards or forwards here? Backwards. Now I'm going forward. Confusing. Really throwing those une at you. She's good experience though, so I really don't mind in the end. One zero zero one zero one zero 1. What's up? How's it going? You know, something I think is really weird that Final Fantasy's starting to do now, which I'm wondering if that's going to be in future titles to come. In 15, it really set a new meter and standard for the Final Fantasy games, not to a lot of the people who enjoyed these older ones more, but what I can say is to people who are technology enthusiasts or new game enthusiasts or people that just like to see progress in just the whole overall gaming industry, this kind of applies to you a little bit and everything. Kind of. It's really just like an overall. But I just think it's weird that Final Fantasy 15, I feel again like it set a new standard of gaming. He's definitely not going to be able to use that. Is it better though? Yes. The thing about that is, with 15, they really encourage players to keep playing 15. Something they used to do, and still somewhat continue to do, but it's more of a dying fad if you consider 13 and 15. Well, maybe not 13, but 15. They're just, again, enticing you to keep playing it instead of starting the game over and playing it again. And I just think that's really odd. It was something I just started thinking about watching a video before this playthrough live stream. What ifs? If you want to know what video that was, it was a Final Fantasy Union. They did a piece on what they foresee for E3 to come. Almost kind of clickbait, but it's worth a watch. No doubt they know their shit when they talk about things, so definitely willing to support another Final Fantasy page out there. They'll probably never hear about this one. But still a really interesting video. Hellish Claws. Ooh, I need to heal. What is up, William? How you doing? Sorry if that cough is like super loud. I've been trying to contain it. I'm also playing, or moving back on with that video, wondering, there's some content that they talked about with older content that we were promised that we never got, and I'm starting to wonder with that of episode Prompto, it will be really disappointing to have to wait all the way up until E3, or at least after E3, just to hear if we're even going to get it. We all sadly know that Square all around has just the worst problem with promising projects and giving us release dates, hopping everyone up just to be let down. I hate to put it so blunt, but it's very true. We've all seen it. The Final Fantasy VII Remake is the biggest example of that. I remember back when there was a hinted supposed release for the PS3, we never got that. Then the world freaked out over the 2015 announcement. Even I freaked out. But who's to say these things will even happen knowing Square? Will we ever get episode Prompto? Will we ever... I can save! I can save! Praise the Prommels! But yeah, will we get those DLC? Will we get everything they've promised? Will we get all these remakes? I just think it's super odd. I love Square from the bottom up, you know? But I think it is super odd. Is that all there is here? Just this big ass crystal tower? Oh, I'm not ready for it. It's going to be intense. But with them not even releasing Final Fantasy VII yet, I think it's so odd that they are asking fans to basically petition which other remakes they would like. That's something that has really been rolling around in my head today. Take this, Lager. Didn't know what it was at first. Not the first one we've seen. But why even petition something without a finished, established date? Or encourage fans to petition it without an established date on when the actual Final Fantasy VII Remake's even gonna come. That I really just don't understand. Hopefully we get the 7 remake, and then, you know, let's not hold our breath for what's to come after, but maybe Final Fantasy VIII Remake. I'd love it. Or in the past stream I actually brought up I would love to see Final Fantasy VI Remake, only because yes, it's a great story. 2, though, being really the fact that it has the most outdated graphics on the possible remake list. It's like 1632. It may be full 32 actually, but again, it's bit style graphics. Similar to this, but not even quite this. But let's just hope for the best. If we can get 7, maybe we can get something else. A lot of people are actually wanting Final Fantasy 13 to have a bundle into one copy, sort of like the Kingdom Hearts did with their final remix. Even I gotta admit that it would be really cool, because it's on Steam and I'm definitely playing through it. I would show you my desktop right here if it wouldn't be so difficult. It is literally just resting there on the desktop. Final Fantasy 13. Ready to dive into that when the time comes. But the thing is, though, that was a really expensive buy. Not really for 13 alone, but to get 13, 13.2, then Lightning Returns, you're looking at $50. Not too bad, pretty reasonable for 3 games, but I would much rather pay that price and have HD remastered graphics. Will we get that? Who knows? Will I hope for it in the future? You better bet I'll be hoping for it. I know Final Fantasy 3 doesn't have the best feedback, or 13 doesn't have the best feedback, but I loved it. I thought the story was amazing. A lot of the hated characters I don't understand, but I like them as well. Who knows what our future holds with Square Enix? Something else that's really cool that's going on in Japan is the fact that the train rail system is actually playing Final Fantasy music in a lot of the 30th anniversary. That's pretty cool. If only I lived in an area that was more excited about this. The closest thing in my area right now doing any promotional thing is a local Hardee's. And that's every Hardee's, giving away the promotional Stormblood cups. It's just such a bummer. But I have everybody here on YouTube that follows and watches these streams. We're a pretty good crowd. If only there was a way that we could just grow the community a little bit bigger, then maybe we could have some cold events going on. It'd be here, of course, but so what? The internet's a powerful thing. Holy shit, Ingus. I don't know what's happened to his defense. Honestly, before this place, it wasn't so bad. $3,300 experience, or 3,300 experience. I'm just gonna save a little bit of time here. No, I'm not. I would, but then I would need it. I know my luck. I don't have any. Do I just run up to the middle? It's hard not to just explore first. Lilith's Kiss. Dead end. This is not cool, my friend. I'm trying to get my explorer on. Just a few levels to go on Final Fantasy 14 till I'm at least at 50. Gonna try to get all kinds of play in tomorrow, but I don't know what my times exactly will be. I'll be able to play a little bit later, of course, not having work. I'll also be able to play a little bit earlier because of not having work. That's at not by day. I won't wake up earlier. I know myself all too well. I'm not even gonna make anybody that promise. But I'm gonna get to stream it just a little bit longer, and that'll be cool. May even beat this game tomorrow if it's going the way I'm thinking it is. There just doesn't seem like a whole lot left there is to go on with the story. Maybe touch back with Sid and Topapa. Kinda just left him hanging after you left home there. I mean, I know you can go back, but there's really nothing there that I know of. I mean, again, after I beat this game, I plan on doing a full look through and walk through and all that. To open the seal door thing, Eureka keys. Oh shit, I got a heal arc. Gonna use some items this time around. 69. Just gonna spam the potions. Whoa. Treasure. Saw another staircase there as well. Save the magic. The fact that all the enemies are starting to be able to have 2 attacks now is a little intimidating, to say the least. Really makes me think more on strategies. Art gains a level. That's a good thing. A white musk. Don't exactly know what that is. Let's see if we can find that white musk. Deals a lot damage. Ooh, so it's probably like holy, I presume. Very cool. What is here? This must have been what you were talking about. Hey, what? Une's key. It worked. We're almost there, everyone. Be strong. Almost there. Holy shit. Do I not get to heal up and save again? Do I have to use what magic I have left till the end of the game? Oh, I gotta see what's left on the other place. What's on the other floor? They're in the center. Oh, that's insane. Is this already the end of the game? I was thinking maybe tomorrow. Now I'm really intimidated. Hopefully this all goes well. Reefy is so weak with physical damage. I don't know why in the world I've done that twice now. It's a really good thing I've got those items if this is the end of the game. Got an achievement. When I grow up, I want to be. And it went away. It might have been just that. Lunith's staying strong. What is in the center here? Hey, something's happening. This must be Doga's key. I don't know where to go. Since I'm here, that's the way inside. The key Dogas gave us worked. Let's do this. The Forbidden Land Eureka? Okay, we're gonna go check out the other place first. Because this sounds spooky. The Forbidden Land Eureka. Is this a Doga clone? Oh, wow. Now I gotta fight Doga again. They really know how to give it to you here at the end. I want to keep using magic, but I know I need to save it. You, on the other hand, need to heal yourself, Reefia. I'm wondering if that break move is a instant KO. It's really intimidating if so. Oh, misses most of the time. And just keep banking on that and hoping on that. And then maybe we can see things through. I wish the real Doga was this easy. The real Doga and Dune took me forever. There you go, Rifia. You gained that level. Oh shit. Nobody even needs health. It sounds crazy, but I'm gonna go swing a save. I know it sounds crazy as shit, but I think I'm even going the wrong way. Medusa? Gomori. Don't petrify this party. This enemy also seems to get 2 strikes. What is up, why Sam? You caught the Final Fantasy III playthrough. Rifia is getting bullied. Glad to see you can make it. No, hell no. Hopefully it doesn't kill Rifia. I should have just had her use Cure on herself, then maybe Ark do something with the party. Ah, shit. There went Rifia. That was a waste. If only it didn't have to go to the next closest party member. Drain. Maybe that means we're getting close. Damn it. Not liking this. It's not even attacking Ingus anyway. No. Cure on the party. Try to worry about keeping them alive. Then I'll bring Ingus back. It was odd, Ark never goes that early. Rifia needed it though. I don't like the fact that I'm having trouble with something so early. At least we got Ingus back for the experience. No, need to use the items. At least I still have a few elixir. I think I might have 2. Yes, those will come in handy. The precious elixir. Almost as precious as the phoenix down in this game. It's almost all the potions. Ah, the trickery. At least these guys are not too bad to fight off. I could see how running 2 Dragoon in this game could be fairly simple. If you had a whole team of Dragoon, as long as you didn't worry about dying too often, you got your proper grounding in, I could see how you could easily beat this game. Just constant jumps. At least Alzir here doesn't bully up on your companions. Oh shit. Ingus, man. What do you have going on? That defense against this guy. I'm wondering if he has a lot-based attack or something. Maybe we'll kill him off. Yes. All this gil. So much gil. And I haven't even ran into a store. Fuma garb. I wonder if that is good for Archirefia. Reflect Mail. No. Maybe Luneth. No. Last one to check would be Ingus here. Ah, the same. Oh, that wasn't it. There it is. Who knows? Doesn't work for this party though. A bit of a waste there at the end, but it'll be okay. I hate these things. Gorami. Try to blast through it. Try. Ingus really needs something. I can't believe I haven't seen a shop or just anything. Concerns me. The MP, if it depletes, I don't know how in the world I'm gonna make it through the end. I know every Final Fantasy game, it's never a simple boss. It's always like fought 4 bosses and then you finally get to the end cutscene. If that's the case, I don't know how in the world we'll ever make it. Hopefully this thing doesn't get too many more attacks off. When it hits Arc or Ingus, it takes off some really hardcore damage. Don't hit Arc again. You bitch. And raise. If more party members die, that'll eventually become an ability I won't even be able to use. Screw that drain. It doesn't even need it. Don't hit Arc again. There you go. Okay. I'm a nervous wreck the whole time I go through this game. Never have I played one of the Final Fantasy titles and been so just terrible at it. Stay determined though. Determined. I can't talk. I'm tired. Determined. Being determined is not easy. Not all the time. I really hope I didn't screw up. Maybe I should have went to the Forbidden Land of Eureka. This game doesn't tell you squat, so you don't know whether you should or you shouldn't. You just know it's there. And you've got one decision to make. Damn. I may have to get some more grinding in before I even attempt this. 2 strikes and they had Arc down no problem. That is not good. With attacks like that, it's really hard to try to focus on getting him back alive. But again, playing into that whole me using my raising abilities so early. And they poison. I feel like I've missed something here. I felt like that a lot throughout this whole game. God damn. Ark, what the fuck, dude? I gotta have you. I need those spells even more, though. God damn. This game is already testing me, and I'm not even to the boss yet. Do not attack Ark right now. Ugh, that is so annoying when that happens. You just revive a character and then they instantly attack him and kill them again. It crushes you. And elixir, that's 1+. 1+, no doubt. That elixir is better than gold. Better than gil. Yes, better than gil. I wouldn't say that if you could bomb. Damn. I'm afraid to go forward. I'm gonna try the Forbidden Land now. I've seen a taste of this, and it is, needless to say, gonna get difficult up here. Maybe there's something in this other place. After all, it is straight ahead in here, and I did linger over to the left. Just gonna hope for the best. Sorry if you have a little lag spot there. Totally still here. Everything's still going. Not real sure what went down there. You might not even see anything, and if that's the case, hell yeah. The fact that Doga does use that, I'm sure when it actually lands on somebody, I'm gonna hate it, but it actually helps this party out. Damn. That doesn't help anybody out. I love the experience output here, though. I would love the gil output if it was actually useful. Nearly 500,000 gil. 453,103 gil. That is just insane. Gonna try this place out now. Hope for the best with it. Although, I just noticed something about this emblem here that we warped on. That is the same emblem from Doga's mansion that Doga used to teleport you. So, that's interesting. See what kind of enemies lie within here. I'm almost at the point where I feel like I should be leaving this place and getting a save on with all the experience we've gained. Oh, I keep running into these new enemies I know nothing about. Not wise to use Soul Eater on a new enemy, but at least I can attack them both. Definitely no pushovers. Damn, Angus. I'm definitely gonna save after this battle, just to be safe. I really wish this game did a better job at telling you where to go and what to do. Instead, they give you like 5 different areas to explore with no timeline on when you should explore them, and they're all jumbled up. And there's an order, you just gotta figure it out for yourself. It's just so confusing. First, I'm gonna just at least 2 treasure chests, that's nice. Chocobo's Wrath, that was worth it. Fumagarb again. Nose for treasures. Hey, 50% of the treasure has been gathered, everyone. Those Steam achievements make you feel a little bit better for what you've done. I'm just gonna swing a quick save. At this point, I don't want to lose the experience I've gained. I know I would be so brutally raging mad, it would send me straight into trance mode. None of us want that. Oh, yes. Thought I was gonna save the items. Not gonna happen. Save. Now I guess I'm gonna try to go back through that forbidden land of Eureka. Just a little bit farther anyway. This place has a crazy eerie vibe going on. I like this music. Autumn. Nice. White musk. Holy damage. Ugh. So many different paths. Screw it. Where am I going? An elixir, yes. Couple ponies. Slifnir. Silpnir? I don't know how to say that one. That's new for me. Arc, man. And Refia, why are you running out of magic? Wah. It sucks. Gonna have to slow down with the Soul Eater. Don't need to be causing extra damage for no reason. There's a small part of me that still wishes that this game wouldn't have gave you the last job so late. Ingus would have been probably a decent ninja. I don't think he really would have had to have swapped out much of his gear either. Really, honestly, wish they would have added a little a back kick effect in there or something. A horse that just headbutts you is just, I don't know, seems odd. Though, I mean, it is what it is. About out of cure with Arc, not looking good. Don't be a dead end. Shuriken. And they really throw that ninja at you here. Odin's horse. Oh wow, Wasam. It does look like Odin's horse. Which plays very interesting into something. Definitely. Deeper into my theories. The speculation station is open. Poison. Ugh. I missed a couple of them at least. Stocked up on those antidotes. We need some ribbons up in here. Where are the ribbon at? Really running low with that magic. And the items. Things are not looking good for the team. Phoenix down. That's a good thing. These characters again, with their group lightning abilities. They probably have good magic defense. Though, I believe a basic arrow did over 1,000 last time. And Refia, when I do get to the boss, is not going to be offensively based, and when I do, I may just use some offensive items. So maybe this arrow guy will be pretty sufficient here. Decent. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a lot stronger of an attack. My biggest hope is that this weekend we can tack on just a few more subscribers, just so close to 100, and it would be so nice to get there. I would love nothing more than to start next week off with the 100 giveaway, 100 subscriber giveaway. Damn straight. If only jump was just a little bit faster. We have haste, but don't have a whole lot of MP for haste. Ark needs to be healing now. Oh, maybe not. Luneth gains a level. What is that, 49 now? Very awesome. Very awesome indeed. I hope I can get some more mounts in Final Fantasy XIV. I have seen so many and I have yet to do so. I need to read up on that, but like I mentioned in so many streams, I really hate to read up on anything. So many spoilers. And no warning ever either. What is this device here? The Moon Ring Blade, Force of Darkness. Uh-oh. Boss fight. Let us see what you're made of. Ugh, this guy again. Amon. Hate to actually use the jump, but no doubt I'm using jump. It's the heavy hitter here. Blizzaga. The one Aeroga. And I want to use Soul Eater, but I'm not going to do it. Not yet. It's like I mentioned earlier in this stream, Final Fantasy is super notorious for never letting or leaving you at one boss. Always boss after boss after boss. They're not going to trick me this time. Though Ark is down. Ark, man. It's not good. First character bully of the battle. Ark is down again. I do not like these odds. I feel like it's way too early to be using that. And hopefully he can actually use this on Ark first before, yes, the Kiraga. My bad. My mind's scrambled right now thinking about strategy here. Fuck you, guy. That is 2 restorative items I have wasted now. Yeah, I believe we're getting flying mounts as well. I saw all kinds of stuff there. I've been reading a lot up on what's to come with Stormblood. I don't really consider add-on spoilers. More story spoilers is things I get more concerned about. That story's the reason I play anyway, really. Damn, that would have been awesome to have had Protect at least. Really hard debate on what to do here. Let's do some light damage on this bitch. Let's get me in the dark place. Do not kill Refia. Very nice. If I can keep this up, I'll have more of a fighting chance. These devastating attacks, though. Damn. Now he gets to randomly go first. Hope for the best with this jump. Damn. Did not expect that. Ah, shit. This could be the end. Thank goodness I got that last save off. But if this is the end, no doubt it's gonna be the end of this playthrough for the night, and tomorrow I'm gonna get some grinding down. Unfortunately, I have to get grinding down. Oh, I was hoping there'd be a possible continue there. I got lucky with Doga and Dune. I had a nice little continue rested right above there when the game messed up on me. Wasn't the case this time. But, yeah, everybody, I'm gonna jump off here. Going to, probably get ready for some Final Fantasy 14. I'm actually gonna do something real quick before I jump off here. I'm gonna run back through real quick, go back to the ship, and buy more items. We'll just say this was V2 on the whole, whatever you want to call it, grinding experience. Hate to leave it off with a death. It always sucks. But hey, what can you do? It is, after all, Final Fantasy. You die. It happens. You live and learn. It's my first playthrough. Definitely living and learning a lot throughout this. No more law deaths. I hope that's the case. I do not want to die in 14 tonight. Not too much anyway. Yeah, I never skip cutscenes either. If that was you last night actually allowing me to have the option to watch those, thank you. Thank you very much, because I've actually already went through them once, but damn. I think I wasted those raises. That sucks. But no doubt, thank you. I was in one party and they were getting pissed. No doubt, very pissed that I was sitting there watching the cutscene while they were ready to go through the dungeon. I just love detail. I feel like it should be appreciated, especially because all the work and hell that the producers go through, though we may not get everything that's promised, I assure you, they are going through hell to try to put everything out that they possibly can. Final Fantasy has always been known for having state-of-the-art graphics, along with a huge, very nice, compelling story. So I feel like it's the least that a fan could do to just sit there and go through the story, at least. Some people differ with that. Since we are going back to the ship, I'm just gonna spam these healing abilities. It's such a bummer that there isn't, like, a shop, that little town. Go through all of this, and then you gotta fight that crazy boss there at the end. That's why I most definitely have to get in experience. then I'll have more magic spells at my disposal. Probably already have a few extra, to be honest with you. It's just they don't roll over until you heal. But one good thing about the grinding is, I get most of my time to get off my Final Fantasy ramble of the day, where I do all my reading, and then discuss what I found with all of you. I love to do it so much. Literally, the reason I do it is not only to keep the grind a little bit more exciting. I have nobody to talk about this stuff with here. Around my area, if I even try, most people just don't really care. It's kind of a bummer sometimes. It's like talking to a brick wall. Some Final Fantasy fans can relate. I just do not live in a very populated area, and I'm not gonna insult anybody. To be blunt though, redneck mountain town. Summon? Wow, that's new. Wow, the Holy Lance does some good damage on devils. I mean, that's a given, I suppose. Didn't even attack anything. At least I can get all stocked up on items. Britain, it's cool. Glad to see the videos being watched from a far distance. I'm actually in Georgia, in the US. Georgia. Northwest Georgia, to be exact. Again, in the mountains. Blessed to have good internet connection here. Blessed, needless to say. Such a debate. The jump is so good, but you leave the rest of your party so vulnerable. That was weird. It's cool that you know somebody else from Georgia, though. Small world. Wrong way. The devil. If I wouldn't have came back in through the other door, I would be using that otter shroom right now. No, I shouldn't. I need the experience. I saw what was up ahead. It wasn't pretty. Hopefully this thing doesn't get a summon off. Just going for an all-out attack. Refia isn't the strongest, but she did the job. She definitely did the job. Oh, love it when little moments like that happen. Don't get them often enough, really. Shit. I have no idea where to go to get out of here. If only you had a map inside of dungeons. That's another thing this game just teases you. Fuck. That is not what I meant to do. It's odd that that is even an ability. Maybe Luneth will do the job with the Holy Lance, going in and wipe them out. The Gilgamesh server. That's pretty cool though. Ura. Which server is Gilgamesh in? Is that the Aether data center? I'm trying to learn the data centers. It's a little bit difficult for me being a noob still. Okay, now I know where to go, obviously. Hopefully, when I get the A Realm Reborn story completed, or at least a good bit of it, I'll lose that sprout and I'll get to stop calling myself a noob. I do it on purpose for a couple reasons, really. One being the fact that, definitely a noob. Two, that way anybody that just randomly pops up, they can just know right off the bat I'm not just trying to be the coolest, greatest gamer in the world. Another thing, I think it's a little bit funny to just go ahead and say, you know, noob here. You don't really see that too often on other videos or other streams. Baby tugs. What is baby tugs? That I do not know. And Vonix. Thanks for letting me know, but sadly I figured that out. Getting a small grind session. Gonna get a small one in tomorrow as well, but tomorrow I'm really gonna try to dive in more into the story I was hoping I was gonna get to today. Was teased with a little bit. I hit that brick wall on this game. But at least tomorrow I'm off work, so I will thankfully have more time to dive into all this. No raise. No raise, and I'll refuse to use a Phoenix down, so it looks like we're fighting this bone creature. I should have used heal on it though. One Kirigajo probably would have taken it out. Out of that too. I should have known it's on the same bar. Okay. Hopefully Refia gets that off. Good. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Didn't take as long as I thought it was. Who wants to be a gillionaire? Just got another achievement. Let's see how much gil I've really got. 500,000 gil. Where's that shop at? No doubt. This is intense. $4,000 HP average on the boss. Wow. And you're right. Why, Sam? Everybody does start off as noobs, but hey, not a lot of people realize that. I have figured that out not from the community on Final Fantasy XIV. Luckily, that's one of the best MMO communities I've ever been a part of, and I'm not exaggerating or just saying that. That's legit. Most online gaming communities nowadays are not going to offend anybody, so I'm going to leave offensive words out of this, but they are definitely picky with who is a part of their groups and what they do. That's the easiest, most simplified way I can put that. And in my opinion, you can't expect, let's use an example, a craftsman to initially know how to craft from birth. You were not born a craftsman, and you are not born a gamer. You slowly ease your way into things and figure out things as you go. And that is how you slowly lose the noob phase. But not a lot of people will understand that, you know? Especially somebody like me who plays for the story. That's all me. Just the story. The difficulty is sometimes a little annoying, but it's definitely the least of my worries. Not the type of person to play a game just because it's hard, in a more simplified form. The invincible. If only I could fly this over this blasted maze. Mine is definitely stronger than the last time we had faced him, though. Now it's time to lose that gillionaire status and buy up a shit ton of items. After all, there's no reason to go back through that place without being fully equipped with what we need. That's probably overdoing it. Just in case. And I do not need Gisela greens. Already have it. Could probably use one of these. Already have it. Not being used at the moment. I don't think there's anything here any of us can use. And nobody's dead. Okay, just gonna run outside and save. And everybody, it has been fun playing. Definitely an experience to say the least. Definitely gonna have to get a little bit more grinding in before we go attempt that tower. Still pretty low, but this is me every time, literally. Sorry, my bad. I've got my horizontal flip on. This is me literally every time I play a Final Fantasy game. I know loads of people level up like crazy, and I'm not saying I'm not gonna have to. I'll definitely will, but I'm always underleveled. Always. Try to do the boss as soon as I can. but no doubt you will be able to catch me on Final Fantasy 14 here in about 10 minutes, maybe 15. Gonna work out a little bit of things, tend to Choco here. She's probably wanting to go out on a quick walk. I don't know why that randomly got blurry. There we go. But yeah, you can catch me on Final Fantasy 14, and if you can't actually catch me on Final Fantasy 14, I hope you have a good night or a good day, if that is the case. Hopefully your Sunday is very swell and amazing, or the rest of your weekend. Hopefully it's awesome as well. Shit happens. Why, Sam? Shit happens. But why, Sam? Vonix Meisters? I'm going out on a limb with that one. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. My bad. Definitely great having you around. William, thanks for stopping in. Cannot say your name, but I'm glad you stopped in as well for the watch. If you have not subscribed, hopefully you will. That Cloud plushie giveaway at 100. If you're on a PC and you want to see that Cloud plushie, all you gotta do is click on the Tonberry Disciple profile and boom, it'll be right there. Thumbnail for a closer, better breakdown of that. Also, I will be making a thumbnail towards the end of this video that you can also check out sometime, just in case anybody watches this later in the future or anything like that of the sort. Saving one more time. And again, hopefully you can all see me on Final Fantasy 14. I'm out of here, everybody. Tonberry Disciple, take it easy.